Hey everybody, welcome to Kitchen Talk with Granna. So glad you can come up into the kitchen with me today and spend a few minutes of your time with me. I really appreciate it. But before we get started with our video for today, you guys know what the routine is. Okay, go ahead, down there, right down there at the bottom of your screen, I need you to go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Go ahead and share my video with family and friends. And if you have not become one of Granna's followers, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and become one of my followers, okay? All right, so last week, I think I ended our conversation talking about the mandatory mask audit that we had in the city and county that I stay in. So now our governor has went ahead and made it a mandatory order for the whole state of Alabama, mandatory mask audit for the whole state of Alabama, to where then there's guidelines that's in place for where you have to wear it and when you have to wear it, and and all that, so it pretty much covers anytime you go out of your house. It pretty much covers that. But I was watching on the news, and now Walmart has put into place that it's mandatory to have a mask on when you go into any of their stores. I don't know why it wasn't already mandatory, because like I said, I run into Walmart here and there to get my necessities or whatever, and every time I go in there, there's, I don't know, over 12, I don't know, just people walking around the whole store without any masks on. I mean, of course the associates have their masks on, but it's like I said, in my previous conversation that we talked about the mask, I just don't understand why it would take all these different measures to be mandatory or to be put into a city ordinance or a state ordinance for you to actually put your mask on and wear a mask, okay? But I know, like I said, Walmart is making it mandatory to come into their store to have you have to have a mask on. I think I read CVS is going to be doing the same thing. Target is going to be doing the same thing. And a lot of these necessity places that we go to, they should have that and try to enforce that, or have that one of their requirement to come into their store and wear it. I understand that just being a retailer or a necessity store, that you might not could enforce the mask wearing, that it may have to take, for the governor or your state to make it mandatory before you can even really hold someone accountable. Because when it comes to that, people are still going to be defined. They're still not going to want to wear the mask. They're still going to be acting crazy. I was actually in Walmart on yesterday, and as I was leaving out, there was a young lady. I think she had a mask on, but the person with her didn't have a mask on. So of course there was a little back and forward going there with her in management, and and they was trying to talk to her. Well, oh yes, you do have one on, but they need to put one on too. If you don't have one, we'll provide one. So I was just sitting there, I was walking out, and I was just thinking, why are you even having this conversation with management? Of course, now you clearly have one on. Why would you not make whoever's with you have on one also? I don't know. I think sometimes people just want something to argue about, something to disagree about. Some people just like drama in their life. So anything that can put a little extra drama in their life, they're going to take advantage of it. If you're supposed to have a mask on, you're going to Walmart and you don't have a mask on, and their management stop you or question you about it, why you got to make a big scene about it? But some folks like that drama. They just, I don't know. But yeah, so now there's several places that's making it mandatory. And here where I'm at, it's crazy, because you're constantly seeing on your local news where there's employees in some of these places that has reopened, that has contacted the coronavirus. They've been tested positive for the coronavirus. And I mean, I haven't been to any of the restaurants since they reopened. I have done curbside pickup You know, I have done that, or I have done delivery, but I haven't physically went into any of these restaurants since they reopened. But I know there's, at least I've heard on the news where there's at least 3 different restaurants and grills and bars around here that has employees right now that has tested positive. A couple of them, well, I think all 3 of them has actually reclosed down, and they're gonna reclose down their establishment for the next, I guess, 14 days or whatever. But the thing about it, okay, you're gonna do that, and you did put it out there, you know, the news informed us, the public, about it, but you don't even know how many people have really kept up with how many people that has been into your business since you reopened. And now, you know, I mean, of course, hopefully the people, yeah, I was there this day or this day, and they'll go and get themselves tested and quarantine themselves, you know. But, you know, it's just like I was saying, you know, last week, I do not understand why it takes the your state politician, your state people to have to go to that level to tell you it's mandatory. And they're going to be, you know, they say it's mostly, once again, a teaching thing. They're going to try to talk to you about it and teach you about it. But then, you know, it can also come with a fine. You know, it can also, you know, you can get a fine or ticket for it. And, you know, and where they're talking about these fines, they're talking about like $500. So it's, I don't get it. I don't get it. I was watching the news this morning just before I hopped on here to talk to you guys. And over in Atlanta, you know, Mayor Keisha Bottoms, her and a couple of her family members had tested positive for the coronavirus. And she was also putting in step the mandatory mask in her city. And of course, the governor is fighting her on that. He don't want her to, you know, to make it, you know, mandatory in her city when there's other cities around her or other, you know, around her mayors that has put that in force, but he want to, you know, say something to her about it. I don't get it. Like I say, it's all politics, and then it's still a little bit, you know, that racial control or whatever. I don't know. It's just crazy. I just really don't understand it. You know, I hope Keisha and her family get okay and everything, and she's able to do what she needs to do to try to protect her city and her communities and her people. But I don't know. We're gonna see how this mask thing work out. We're gonna see if these people follow the rules and the guidelines, because, like I said, every day there are people coming back with positive. The numbers are going up daily, not weekly or monthly. Every day, the numbers are increasing when it comes to this coronavirus. And we're getting ready, you know, to go back to school and all this, and these numbers are still rising. So we have definitely got to come up with a solution. We got to listen to, you know, what they're saying. And the thing about it, it's so simple to just put on a mask. I don't understand why people have to make things so difficult. How to, you know, especially when it comes to your own health and your own well-being. So we're gonna sit back once again, and we're gonna see how this mask orient plays out in all these different states and communities, and how, you know, we're gonna hear how people are going to follow these guidelines and if they're going to do what they need to do. I don't know. I just sit back, and sometimes I just laugh like, oh my God, what is it that you do not understand? What is it? But, you know, it's crazy. And, you know, like I say, you cannot tell adults what to do. They're not going to follow the rules. You got some of them, like I said, like drama. If they know they going to a place that they're supposed to wear a mask, and some of them, you know, they will not put the mask on, then you want to stand up there, you want to argue back and forth with management, you know, when they could be doing something else. You could be done, went on in the store, did your shopping, and got up out of there, but you want to stand there and argue with management over a mask, and at the end of it, you're going to end up putting the mask on if you want to go up in there and shop. If you don't want to put a mask on, just stay at home, do online ordering. Don't go into these places to, in person. Do online, or, if you don't want to put the mask on, get someone else in your family got a mask or whatever, then just let them do it. Don't go out here in these places putting other people in danger, because you don't even know if you have it, okay? You don't know, who all you've been around and stuff, but I don't know. I guess that's something we just can talk about here. We can talk about these masks from here to next year, because I'm probably sure by the next year we'll still be wearing these masks. So we can continually talk about these masks, every day. And, because it's constantly something new coming up every day with this coronavirus. So we can definitely be talking about the coronavirus and all this, every day and stuff. But I don't know. I was just, thinking about it. And I know that was the last conversation that we had when I left you guys on last week. So just let me know what you think about it. How do you feel about having to wear a mask? What is your thoughts on it? Let me know. Send me a comment about it. I would just like to know what people thinking out there when you're watching my video and we're talking about these different conversation when it's concerning this coronavirus. Let me know what you think about it, how you feel about it. I would love to know that, but just continue to just try to be as safe as you can when you're out and about. Take this mask thing serious. Wear your mask. Keep your extra one in your car. So if you leave out your house and you forget to bring it, have an extra one in your car. We can find masks everywhere now. They're everywhere. Everybody has them. Everybody right now has a sanitizer. So, make sure you keep a bottle of sanitizer in your car, a little one inside your purse. When you are out and you go back into your vehicle, put some sanitizer on your hand and all that. So just, when you're out there, just be safe. Be safe when you're out there. Be kind to everybody you come in contact with. Don't give these necessity workers a hard time if they question you about the mask. Don't give them a hard time, okay? They're just there trying to do their job and trying to be safe, okay? So thank you guys for hanging out in the kitchen with me today. I definitely was trying to keep that short because it was like a recap from our last conversation that we had. So as you go by your day, just be kind to everybody. Leave me any comments. I would love to hear from you guys. And you have a great day. I'll see you guys next time around.